What's up, y'all? It's your girl August, and I hope you're hungry because today we're making one of my favorites, fried catfish. I have my catfish here ready in a bowl. You're gonna need a mixing bowl for this. I have 3 fillets. All right. It's only me and my husband, so I don't need too much. So for this method, I'm gonna use buttermilk to cover the catfish, and this is just gonna help with that kind of muddy taste that you might taste in catfish. You just want to gently cover it with the buttermilk, all right? And then we're going to add some cayenne pepper because I like a lot of spice, and this will just soak into the catfish. So we're just going to go ahead and add some of this. Okay, so now we're going to just mix this together, and we're going to let it marinate for at least 15 minutes. You want to do 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to make some tartar sauce to go with the catfish. All right, so now while the catfish is soaking in that buttermilk and cayenne mixture, we're gonna make our tartar sauce. We just have a few simple ingredients. I have my mayonnaise, some fresh dill, Dijon mustard, sweet relish. Make sure you get the sweet relish, okay? And some capers. This is optional, but I just love some capers, so I like to put it in my tartar sauce. All right, so you just wanna add some mayonnaise, a heaping amount. It's about like a cup. And trust me, this tartar sauce is so good. Making your own tartar sauce is way better than the stuff in the pack. I used to hate tartar sauce until I started making it on my own. Add a little bit of Dijon mustard. And make sure you shake it up first because, you know, it'll start running out if you don't. Add the dill. Look how easy this is, right? We're going to add some capers. About a teaspoon. And then we're going to add our sweet relish, about a teaspoon of that as well. And this is going to taste so good with the catfish. All you have to do is just stir it up. And you have your own tartar sauce. So easy. You can add lemon to this if you like, some pepper. But I think it's perfect just like this. And when you're cooking, I always like to taste everything to make sure I don't need to add or adjust. Perfect. Just how I like it. So now we're going to start making our cornmeal and flour mixture. And that's going to be the coating for the catfish. All right, so for our coating, we're going to use a mix of cornmeal and flour. You want more cornmeal than you do flour, okay? So I'm going to go in here with my cornmeal. I don't really measure. You just need enough that's going to cover the catfish, all right? And since I'm working with 3 pieces, I put a little bit more. Then you're going to add a little bit of flour, not as much as the cornmeal. It's going to make a nice golden yellow coating on the catfish. And of course, we don't want any bland catfish, so we're going to season this up real good, okay? So I'm going in with some lemon pepper seasoning. I love adding lemon pepper seasoning to my fried catfish, to seafood. It's just so good. Then we're going to add a little Italian seasoning. All right, that's going to give it a nice like herby flavor to the crust. And of course, we're going to add some Creole seasoning, or you could use Cajun seasoning. And I suggest to use one that doesn't have that much salt in it. You want to make sure that the salt content isn't You want to make sure that the salt isn't the first ingredient listed, or it's going to be too salty, okay? Because there's salt in the lemon pepper seasoning as well. And then I'm just going to add a hint of cayenne pepper because I like spice. This is optional, okay? And you know they say it ain't seasoned if you ain't sneezing. I'm not sneezing right now, but it's surely in my nose, okay? You want to be able to see the seasoning in your coating, okay? And this way you'll know that you're going to get a really good, flavorful catfish. All right, so now it's time to coat the catfish. So since we're using buttermilk, that's going to be our binder. You don't need to use any egg. Just let it shake off. Just shake off the excess buttermilk. And then we're going to dip it into the coating, all right, the cornmeal and flour. and just really get it up in there. My grandma would put it sometimes in a Ziploc bag with the cornmeal mixture and just shake it up. You could do that too, but I like to do it like this. All right, and just want to make sure every single crevice, every piece is really getting coated with that batter. All right. And then we're going to have it sit for just a couple of minutes while the oil finishes. All right, so now we're going to add our oil to our pan. You want a pan that's kind of deep, and you want the oil to be at least 2 inches high. Okay, you don't need a deep fryer for this. A large pan is good enough. All right, so now I'm gonna check my oil to see if it's at 350, which is the temperature we're going for. You want it between 350 and 375. And just know when you add the catfish, the temperature of the oil goes down a bit, okay? If you don't have a thermometer like this, you could use flour to throw it in there. And when it sizzles a bit, that means that it's ready to go. All right, my oil is at the temperature now, so we're gonna add in our catfish. And since this is a big pot, I could do 2 since these pieces aren't that big. But that huge piece that I have over there, I'm gonna have to add it after because you really wanna do this in batches, all right? You don't wanna overcrowd the pan. It shouldn't take too long to do this. We're trying to get it golden brown. I like my catfish fried hard, all right? Extra crispy on the outside, but not burnt, just extra crispy. So after a few minutes, I'll probably turn it around. You don't necessarily have to, but that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna turn it around after a few minutes, and we're gonna see how it's doing. All right, so we're gonna do our first flip. All right, gonna take it out now. Nice and golden. All right, so we got our fried catfish, nice, golden, and crispy. You hear that? Yes, super crispy, just how we like it. Fried hard. Look at that, beautiful inside. All right, and it's not catfish if you don't have some hot sauce. This is one of my favorite hot sauces, the Crystal hot sauce. My husband likes the Red Devil hot sauce, but this one is the truth. All right, throw a little hot sauce up on there. A little bit of tartar sauce. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and you can find the full recipe link in the description.